What's up, guys? I'm Taylor, if you're meeting me for the first time, and we're at the Japanese Shinzen Friendship Garden, which I think is the most beautiful place in Fresno, though I'll tell you I picked it for a few other reasons too. In this video, I just want to put my best foot forward and tell you a little bit about, you can see in the channel, I want to be a missionary. How did that start, how to get here, and where I'm going, which is Japan. So I'm going to go inside, I'm going to enjoy the quiet. Sorry, these transitions aren't very personal. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy the quiet, and then I'm going to talk to you about that more. So a couple of things about me. I'm 24 years old. I've lived in Fresno, California all my life, and I'm really into geek things. You probably caught that from the title. I love fantasy books, video games. For that reason, you might actually think that I'm really excited, maybe even selfishly, to go to Japan, especially Tokyo, where I'm going. But actually, missions wasn't my first thought of a career in life. First, I wanted to do something that was easy, something that would pay securely, and something that would allow me to stay really close to people at home. Now I'm considering something that would bring in a lot of the unknown in my future, and that would keep me distant from the people I've known and loved the most. But I want to do that. I've considered that a lot from opportunities in my life that I see as God's sovereignty, God controlling little details. Getting to go on a few missions trips, getting to volunteer in working with youth students. One more is that someone I dated got me into learning about Japan and then learning about the language. I see those things as what God was planning all along, more than just my own planning. On top of that, I just see the need, which I don't have enough time to talk about now, but there being very few Christians in Japan, most Japanese people not getting a chance to hear about Jesus and make a choice to follow him or not. So I see those two things, and I think about if God's actually leading me and calling me for this year. I'm planning to actually go for 8 months and see what it's like to live there, and get more of a sense of if this could be my future. I did mention there's one other reason that I picked this beautiful garden location, other than that it's the closest thing to Japan and it's beautiful. But I also picked it because it's personal to me. This is a place where, with that relationship I mentioned, it's where I asked her to be my girlfriend. I've come a long way since then, but it still kind of makes me think back to like a dream that I held on to, that I would see a relationship that God would provide and have that kind of secured before I go into making any scary steps in my future, my career, or leaving country. And now I'm trying to maintain more of a loose grip on that and see if God would just provide as I go and obey whatever he has for me. That's what this place means to me personally. On top of that, I am aware that Japanese gardens have a sort of philosophy behind how they're designed. They look a lot more natural than something that a Western garden would look like. That makes me think of just how there's this bigger world than my own dreams. I'm really small. But pairing with that, I know that the Bible actually talks about the human story beginning in a garden, that it was a place of closeness with God, that we actually mattered enough that he would come down and walk with us in a garden. And it's a place that we fell from and lost. But that being said, it's also a place where he promised first to defeat death, and then also to bring back that closeness one day. So that's what I'm holding on to the most as I'm thinking about taking this step. And for whatever steps that God would guide you to take, I hope you're actually encouraged, that you'd think more about that if you haven't, that he's faithful and provides as we trust him. That's all I've got for now, but in the future I'd like to have some more down-to-earth vlogs, show you what my life is like, and maybe find more cool Japanese things in my town as I get ready until I go later this year. Until next time, Gresu to Pisumo. See you later. Bye.